Hey Year 5, Mrs. Dawson again. This is your maths video for this week. Now in maths this week, if you're in school or if you're at home, if you've got your work pack, you are going to be focusing on telling the time. So you're going to be focusing on 3 different sorts of telling the time. So you're going to be focusing on telling the time on an analog clock, telling the time on a digital clock, a 12-hour clock, and then converting from a 12-hour digital clock to a 24-hour digital clock. So we're going to do a few activities in this video today to go through each of those 3 methods. So we are going to start with analog. So analog time is, you've got the minutes hand, you've got the hour hand, and you've got the second hand here. Okay, so this is what an analog clock looks like, and this is very similar to most of the clocks you'll see in your house or in the classroom. I know we have one in the classroom at school. Okay, so you've got the minute hand is the long hand, the hour hand is the short hand, and then you've got the second hand. Sometimes you'll not see a second hand like this clock here. You've got the hour hand and you've got the minute hand here, but there's no seconds hand. Okay, so what we're going to do at the moment is we're going to go through how to tell the time on an analog clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on our clock. So let's move this out of the way. So on an analog clock, you count up in 5s until you get to 1/2 and you count down in 5s until you get to o'clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to count up in 5s until we get to 1/2 in blue and down in 5s until we get to o'clock in red. So up is past the hour and down is to the hour. So we've got o'clock to 5 which is plus 5 minutes. 5 past to 10 past, again, you add 5 minutes. 10 past to 1/4 is add 5 minutes again. 1/4 past, some people say 15 minutes past, but the technical term is 1/4 past. 1/4 past to 20 past, you add 5 minutes. 20 past to 25 past, you add in 5 minutes again. And then 25 past to 1/2 add in 5 minutes again. And then we'll change our colour to red, and then you count down in 5s, okay? So you've got to 1/2, and now you're counting to the hour. So you've counted past the hour, and now you're counting to the hour. So it'll make sense when I go through it. So you're at 1/2, and then you count to 25 to. So you've taken 5 minutes off of 1/2. So 25 to, 22, 1/4 to, 10 to, 5 to, and o'clock. Okay, so again, 5-minute intervals. So you've got 5 past, 10 past, 1/4 past, 20 past, 25 past, 1/2, 25 to, 22, 1/4 to, 10 to, 5 to, and o'clock when you get back to the 12. Okay. So I hope that helps you with being able to tell the time and how to count the time. So let's clear the screen. Okay, so our steps to success. So you look at the minute hand to decide whether you are reading past or to the hour. So if your minute hand, which is the long hand, remember, is before the 6, which is 1/2, it will be past. And if it's after the 6, which is 1/2, it will be 2. So look at the hour hand and read the hour. It has gone past for past the hour times, or the hour it is approaching for to the hour times. Write the minutes followed by the hour. Okay, so first of all, before we do the word problem here, we're going to see what time it is. So let's get our drawing again and our pen. So we've got 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, and 20 past. So we know that the time at the moment is 20, let's write it out, because it tells us to write out the minutes first. So 20 past, oh, what is it, 20 past? Let's look at the hour hand. 20 past, oh, it's pointing past the 1, so it's 20 past 1. Okay, so we've looked at the minute hand to decide whether we are reading past or 2 when we're reading past. We look at the hour hand and read the hour is gone past, so that was 1. We write the minutes followed by the hour, so we've done 20 past 1. Fantastic. So I put a cake in the oven at the time shown on the clock. So we put a cake in the oven at 20 past 1. If the cake is in the oven for 25 minutes, what time will it come out of the oven? So let's count on 25 minutes. And I'm going to do it in pink because red will confuse you, because red is our 2 hand, isn't it? So let's count on 25 minutes. So 5, 25 past, 10, half past, 15, 25 to, 20, 22, 25, quarter to. So it's quarter to the next hour, isn't it? So now we write our answer underneath. So our time will be quarter to, it won't be quarter to 1 because we've already gone past that time. So it's quarter to the next hour, which is 2. So quarter to 2. And that is how we tell the time on an analog clock. Okay. Let's clear our drawings and let's go on to the next page. So now we're going to look at digital, but a 12-hour digital clock. So we're not looking at 24-hour yet, we're just looking at 12-hour clock. So we've got our time here. To tell the time on a 12-hour clock, we need to look at the short hand for the hour hand. The long hand is the minute hand, again, same as before. Count the minutes past the hour only, so you only count the minutes past the hour. Look at the hour hand and read the hour it has just gone past and decide if it is AM or PM. Okay, so we need to count our minutes past the hour. Let's get our pen here. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And because we need to write it as just the digits, we can't write to or from, we just need to write the number it is. So it's 35 in this box here. 35 minutes past 1. So it's 1:35. And then it says on our screen that our clock is in the morning. So is it going to be AM or PM? So it's going to be AM if it's in the morning, isn't it? Okay, let's try another one. So this time it says our clock is in the evening, so keep that in your mind for later. We're going to do the same thing again, and we're going to count round our clock. We're going to count round our clock using our blue pen again. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And remember, it's digital, so we carry on counting. 35, 40, 45, 50. So on an analog clock, you'd go 2, so you'd count down in 5s, but you carry on in a digital 12-hour clock. So we're on 50. So 50 goes here. And it's 50 minutes past. Oh, it's not gone past the 7 yet. So it must be 50 minutes past 6. So 6:50 in the evening. Evening. Gone past midday, it becomes PM. So we don't put AM, and that's how we tell the difference on a digital 12-hour clock, where we've got the AM or the PM. And as you notice, on a 12-hour clock, there's not 4 digits, there's just 3, because it's not a digital clock. So there's just 3 here. If it was 12, there would be 4, but you don't need to put a 0 as a placeholder because it's not a 24-hour clock. Okay, let's erase our drawings and let's move on. So now you've learned about analog. So analog, you go past and to, and you write it in words. So 20 past 2, for example, or 22:1, for example. Digital 12-hour clock, you put the AM or the PM, and you have the minutes past the hour all the time, so you don't have any 2. And now we're going to convert between 12 and 24-hour clock. So how many hours are there in a day? So of course, there's 24 hours in a day, and you will all know that already. So what you need to do is, when you're looking at a 24-hour clock, is you need to look at the hour. If it's AM, you leave it alone, it's exactly the same. So if it's 9:30 in the morning, it's exactly the same. If it's PM, you add 12 to the hour, except 12 PM, which stays the same. And the minutes are always the same. So here's a little diagram at the bottom for you. So it shows you what on an analog clock it would look: 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And PM, it would just go back to 12 again. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. On your digital clock, 12 midnight would be 0, 0. And then 01, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Can you see that those AM times have got the 0 before them because it's a digital clock? So it needs 4 digits in your digital clock. If you've ever seen one, maybe you can see it on your microwave, maybe you can see it on your cooker, maybe have a look around your house to see where you can see a digital clock. And then when it gets to 12 in the afternoon, again, it stays at 12 because it just stays the same. Apart from in the morning, it's 0, 0. And then 1, you add 12. So you can see 1 is now 13, 2 becomes 14, 3 becomes 15, 4 becomes 16, 5 becomes 17, 6 becomes 18, 7 becomes 19, 8 becomes 20, 9 becomes 21, and 10 becomes 22, and 11 becomes 23, and then midnight becomes 0, 0, and it goes back to the beginning. So 24-hour clock is always 4 digits. For example, 08, ... 20. Okay, so let's have a go at converting. So our 12-hour clock here, we're going to find our 12-hour clock time, then we're going to convert it to our 24-hour clock time. So our 12-hour clock time is in the afternoon. So that tells us something already, doesn't it? So we need to add 12 to this one, don't we? So because it's in the PM, we need to add 12. Let's put our time in for the 12-hour clock first. So let's get our pen. So first of all, we need to figure out what time it is. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's 25 minutes past something. Put 25 in the past box. And the hour is just past the 4. So it's 25 minutes past 4. And it says it's in the afternoon, so it'll be PM. Excellent. Okay, so 25 minutes past 4. Okay, so 12-hour clock, remember our rule, the minutes always stay the same. So put the minutes in first because they always stay the same. But 4, we need to add 12, don't we? Because it's PM. So 4 add 12 is 16. So our 16 goes in the first box, so 16, 25. And can you see there's 4 digits there now? So on the first one, it says 4:25 PM, and there's only 3 digits because it's just a 12-hour clock. On the 24-hour clock, you need 4 digits all the time. So it's 16, 25, and we've added our 12 hours because it's in the afternoon. Fantastic. Okay, let's clear the drawings and we'll go on to the next page. Okay, so this one, our 12-hour clock, let's move across. 12-hour clock, we have got our pen. Okay, so now it's in the morning. So what do you think? Before I tell you, have a little guess. Do we need to add 12 hours or do we need to just leave it alone if it's in the morning? Let's have a think about that. So our 12-hour, let's do our timing. So 5, 10. Oh, 10 past something. Now it can't be 10 past 6 because it would just, the small hand would be somewhere about here if it was 10 past 6. So it must have just gone past 7 o'clock in the morning. So remember, we don't need 4 digits, so it's 7:10 AM, and it's really important that you put the AM or the PM in that box, because, or on that line, because if you don't, we won't know if it's AM or PM, because sometimes it might not say in the morning down here for you. So as always, we know from our steps to success that we keep the minutes the same always. Minutes never change, they're always the same. But do we need to? If it's AM, do we leave it alone or do we add 12? Do we need to change it at all? No, we leave it the same. But you need to make sure there's 4 digits. So it will become 07. So we've not added any 12 hours to it because we don't need to. It's still in the morning, so it's still 7 AM. But you need to make sure there's 4 digits because on your digital clocks that you can see, there's always 4 digits that are there. So it'll be 0, 7, 10. So 10 past 7. Excellent. So let's clear our drawings. So thank you for watching, and I hope that helped you. And I hope it helps when you are doing your work packs this week. So we've gone through analog time, digital 12-hour clock, and then we've done digital 24-hour clock, so converting from a 12-hour clock to a 24-hour clock. And I hope that will help you with your work packs this week. Bye.